Hello everyone, Mighty Benaya back with the March Chatters map. A couple of big things have happened in the last 24 hours. I want to go through them, but I want to catch something with you all. So I'm going to go do that first. We talked about the plan for me to move troops across the English Channel. Well, I've done it, and Greenland moved his, as you can see, moved his troops back behind his city. It was bait, so be careful of bait. But he withdrew his troops so that I would take the city and get out of range of this artillery stack. Well, I noticed it, so I sent only my cavalry. And when that happened, he came in and attacked while I withdrew my cavalry back into one stack and attacked him within range of the other cavalry, of the other artillery. And it was a good move on his part because I was just going to sit back and pelt him with this artillery piece constantly. And as of right now, he has lost 37 infantry and 4 cavalry from both the artillery stack and from the attack that I launched on him. I lost 6 cavalry, so a little bit of bad luck there, but 16 infantry. And we'll see here in a few minutes the numbers that are going to change. The other thing that has happened, and we'll go back to that here in a moment, Norway offered to just give me this province. And I told him, no, I'm not just going to take a province, but I will trade you a province. So he wants to continue to see the end of the game. So I traded him this province back here, and he's building his capital there. So that he's essentially a protectorate now, and I am moving my artillery to counter his cruisers, and I'm moving some additional infantry and cavalry up to help protect and remove Greenland from the area. So let's see how long we have on here. We have 2 minutes left on this attack. There's not really much else that I have to say going on, but let's look briefly at what's going on to the south. So Spain, I believe I went over this last time. Spain is neutral, but Spain is favoring the Americas. So one of the things that we need to do is we really need to work with West Libya. So West Libya we have good relations with, generally speaking. We have non-aggression pacts. The Romania has worked with him to take out East Libya. East Libya had gone AI, and then he came back. But again, we don't really feel too bad about that. But West Libya has all of Africa, pretty much, except for this section down here that Central USA has taken, and this area up here that Spain has taken. I really think what's going to end up happening is Spain is going to ally with the Americas, and Libya is going to ally with us. So we really need to work on that relationship and have a better continued relationship as we move on. 1 minute to go on this attack, and I'm really excited to see how much damage is done. It's really important to increase the size of your stacks. So this artillery is only doing 8 damage. This artillery is only doing 8 damage. But this artillery is doing 17 times 8, whatever that amount is doing a lot more damage. So it's important to stack up whatever units you have to do more damage, because not only do units have offense, but they also have defense that is increased by the size. So this artillery isn't doing much damage. It's just plinking at the morale of this group. But this group has 317.6 strength. That's how much damage it does. And I have 492, and that is because of the amount of cavalry I have. Something that's very important to do with cavalry. Actually, let's wait and see how much. Boom! Did a lot of damage to the armored cars and a significant amount of damage to his infantry. And he is now at 194, so seriously knocked down his strength. And then this will come in here in 2 minutes and do additional damage. But what I was saying about the cavalry, it's important that cavalry are on the attack. And this is why I think cavalry are generally much better than armored cars. Armored cars have less power when they are on defense than cavalry, but that's not the issue. The issue is you can always have cavalry stacks moving, but you can't always adequately react with armored cars. Sure, there are great mobile forts, and you can have them be great defenses, but you want to have a unit that you can control. And cavalry, you can control. You can't always control when the enemy will attack you, but you can control when you attack the enemy. And so having cavalry with that oomph later that is under your control is, in my opinion, much better than any other unit. Cavalry are now the best unit in the game, in my opinion. It used to be armored cars, but now it's cavalry. And it's partially because of the control, and it's partially because people aren't using food like they used to, and I think that that's wrong. And by used to, really it was AIs that used a lot of food, and players never really have. I think that food is incredibly useful because you're not spending your resources that you're building factories with when you're building cavalry. Cavalry are incredibly efficient. They are controllable, and I just think they're really, really good units. And I think they're underappreciated. I am contemplating, and a lot of people are going to say that I'm wrong for thinking about this, but I'm contemplating not building artillery as soon as I build factories, waiting for level 2, level 3 factories to come online before I even start on artillery, because you can use that time to build more cavalry. And a cavalry is twice as effective as a piece of artillery. Now, it dies more easily, but that doesn't mean that it is less effective. It has double the strength. And it's not a ranged strength, but it's a controllable strength. So artillery is really useful in this circumstance because you can bombard across the water, you can protect across the water. But I really appreciate the way that cavalry can be impactful on the battlefield. All right, it's attacking. Let's see what it does as we wait. Okay, the attack went through. And an additional cavalry, I believe, and some infantry. So a lot of good damage done there. We are at 154.3 strength, so my stack should easily be able to blast through that stack. And the ultimate goal at this point is Liverpool. Take that double iron away from Greenland. That's all that I have for now. I'm excited to continue this game. This one's going to be a moderately short one, given that I only wanted to show that. So let me know if you have any comments. Excited to see how this game turns out. Give the video a like to help the algorithm out. Share this kind of content with more people. Soli Deo Gloria, and I'll see you next time.